Yo, this is that nigga PoeMoe, and this part 2. So I got cut off by a goddamn shadow walker, Smith. Every time I try to do something, y'all gonna notice that your phone ring, or a motherfucker gonna try to call you, or they gonna try to disrupt the signal. So trust me, that shit coming. Just come back, do what you gotta do, and it'll be okay. But like I said, it's PoeMoe. Some of y'all know me as PoeMoe. I'm referring and responding or doing a live to a video I made about ask me anything that we can build. And I had one of my guys ask me, how I stay up on the GodBody. And, I got an anger problem, and how do I cope with that? And another one asked me about the fucked up pipes lick. That's something about the GodHoodX.com and the Godspeed. .neen.com, Godspeed Science, and it speaks about fucked up pipes. Is basically when you say something to a motherfucker and they say some totally off the wall shit back to you. You kind of like briefly, how the fuck you come up with that? You know what I'm saying? And to all y'all listening in, this is just a part 2 of what I started before I got interrupted by a phone call, which I call Agent Smith sending this signal like, nigga, shut the fuck up. But we gotta come right back. And then my cousin had a question for me, Cousin, you said, what about the Hebrew Israelites, and do they even matter? Now, how I feel about the Hebrew Israelites is just another religion. It's just look at it as a vice lord GD turning vice lord. You know how GD's nature is, this, that, and the third. They're a little wild with it. But imagine him turning vice lord, talking about, I don't want to eat pork, I don't want to barbecue, I don't want to drink 50 blunts, smoke 50, shit like that. Or better yet, it's just, to me, it's like hood niggas who still got warrior in them, but only know the church, only know Christianity, but they don't like the type of Christianity that they're being fed. So they want to me, they just came out and said, look, we some ruthless niggas, but we still believe in church, we still believe in God. So what we're going to do is form our own thing, we Hebrew Israelites. And really it's just a word, it's really like a word for us, who we were, or a type of culture or person we were back in the day. So today is just a word, really, the black people from Africa, or what part of Africa, or they was Hebrew Israelite, a religion, they was worshipers or followers of God, but now that's just a word that to me, it really don't mean nothing. They just another group like, Seventh-day Adventist Christianity, Baptist Christianity, Catholic Christianity, Hebrew Israelites Christianity, and that's all because they don't want to look outside of that book to study anything else. Or if anybody say anything outside of the book, they're not going to even be trying to hear it. So that's what keeps them locked into what the situation is, basically just a basic religion. Throw me on some clothes, some tight leathers, come up with the GD star, the 6-point star, David, put it on my chest and say, instead of saying GD folks, I'm going to say Jesus love you. That's how that goes. But I want to get to the main topic of this is how do I stay how do I stay GodBody? And deal with the anger. Now you got to consider, brother, anger is a portal for the shadow walkers. That's it. Like I said, it's like a lit blunt laying on the window ledge, and depending on who want to fuck with you is what shadow walker gonna walk up and smoke it, which is smoke your ass. And smoke meaning is they smoke pain. That's how they get high off niggas' pain. So that's what anger do. The red is your temper, and the brown, the blunt is you, the nigga. So you got a temper, hot red, fiery. So you like a blunt laying on the window ledge. And that you become a portal. So now you in your animalistic mode. I'm just refreshing it back up to you. And due to the fact that you in your animalistic nature, you're not thinking clearly. So now that you're not thinking clearly, whatever that motherfucker want to do to you, he can pretty much guide you in the direction, or guide you in the theme of things. Whatever he got planned for your ass. And motherfuckers say, who the fuck is the shadow walkers again, Poe? What I'm explaining to you is, us as black people, we see shit that the white man have not gave a name to yet. Got not gave a name to, don't even know what the fuck it is, but we see it. We feel shit, through our DNA, I kind of know when a motherfucker behind me without looking, Very rarely do a cracker know, they kind of got to tap him on the shoulder, let the motherfucker know you behind him. It's kind of weird, like shit like that. So, due to the fact that like that, we see things that's not being taught in school, college, because they don't know it. And because they don't know it don't mean it don't exist. It just means they don't know it and they haven't took the shit, put it in their own words and gave it back to us. So that's all that means. So now we seeing shit, we going first-hand knowledge. First-hand I see bullshit happening in my life. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is this. Every now and then there's some bullshit. Okay. Then I see a little more bullshit happening in my life. Now I'm trying to see it happen a little at a certain rate, on a certain day, at a certain time. Then I started looking like, okay, now, man, I wonder why. Now I started kind of be, caught up with what the fuck going on. Now the synchronicity of the bullshit that's happening in my life. Now I gotta really question that. How the fuck did this perfect timing or this happen just like that? So now you see the synchronicity and the fact that it just seemed like you, that they on your ass. So now you gotta ask yourself, what type of person am I? Am I a good natured person or a bad natured person? So quite naturally, I'm a good natured person. So that's why they on your ass. And I say this to say that you're seeing this shit. You're seeing every time I get my life together, some shit happen. So now you're starting to realize that what church call is the devil. You know what I'm saying? They said the devil on you. But subconsciously, if we don't see no motherfucker running around with no red horns, that ain't, the devil don't exist. So we can't use that as an example. This shit is way more real. This is what you can touch, taste, and feel. This is us as African people. So basically, it ain't the devil. It's an entity. Now, if any one of y'all seen Fallen by Denzel, or y'all know Azazel. And Azazel pretty much was a spirit, a demon spirit. It's in the Bible. You go to look it up, Hebrew Israelites if you choose. And what he did was, in the movie, he went around touching people. And every person he touched, he was able to enter into them due to the nature of their mind, thinking, mind, body, and soul. So if you was a weak-minded person, kind of negative, he can get in you. And what he'll do when he get in you by touch is he'll take over your body. And he'll do you some crazy ass shit, do some wild ass shit, then you'll come back to and motherfucker be looking at you crazy, but you don't even know what the fuck you did. And by that time, he done jumped into another motherfucker. So the reason he had locked on to Denzel, and I'm showing y'all how the shadow walkers fuck with you and why the shadow walkers fuck with certain people, is because when he tried to lock into Denzel, he couldn't get in. So now he's very interested, like, whoa, what the fuck? Oh shit, I very rarely see a Jesus, or I very rarely see a GodBody, or I very rarely see somebody that's not controlled by their emotions, who's not getting angered real fast. You see what I'm saying? So he's interested, and to him it's a challenge, which we're gonna call Shadow Walkers as Agent Smith is a challenge. So now the challenge is, can I fuck this nigga over? Can I get into his soul? Can I get into his mind? So a lot of people say, why me? Every time I'm the good person, all this bad shit happening. It ain't got shit to do with you ain't praying right, you ain't moving right, you ain't, this and that. It's the thing that they know you are a good person. So their main objective is to get inside your ass before you figure out who you really are. Hopefully they would have destroyed you. So now you see a lot of crackheads. And what crackheads is basically brothers with a lot of knowledge and information, but never knew the GodBody. Remember, you asked me, what's the purpose of the GodBody? How can I stay on it? Well, think of a crackhead. He never knew the GodBody, but if you ask a crackhead some shit in your most hardest, detrimental times, he gonna tell you some ill wisdom. And how do he think like this? Because he's devoid of anything, we get on to that chapter later, but really, he's a GodBody who went insane due to the fact that in his neighborhood, he never heard what the fuck GodBody was. So the Shadow Walkers was at his ass. He was a good person, but he couldn't take the stress, because when the Shadow Walkers fuck with you, or Azazel fuck with you, or Smith fuck with you, you can't say this shit to nobody. Who the fuck can you tell? Everybody gonna be like, oh yeah, I hear you, Joe. We all go through our problems. But no, it's a little bit deeper than this, because this motherfucking shit is pinpoint timing on your ass. So, first thing you should know, and I'm gonna tell you, the brother say, how can I stay on the GodBody lick? The first thing you should know is that be slow to react. What I mean by that is, if any fucking thing going on, don't react to it. First, become the observer. Step the fuck back. Your initial mode was to get pissed off, but step back and let's see what I'm getting pissed off at. You know what I'm saying? And it's due to the fact we got this lick, or this science called supreme mummification. And in supreme mummification, we say that if you got a bulletproof vest on, there will be no entry rooms. And due to the fact there's no entry rooms, there is no exit wounds. So what they say, stick of stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. It's kind of like the same shit. So if a motherfucker, I don't let him get in, I don't let him, penetrate my shield, then it won't be no exit wounds, meaning is the results of him penetrating my shield, meaning is we fighting, he fucked me up, I fuck him up, I'm in jail, I'm fucked up, I gotta pay, I gotta get all that shit, is the exit wound. So, due to there's no entry wounds, there will be no exit wounds. Due to the fact that nigga, you can't piss me off, there won't be no problem. You see what I'm talking about? Now, that's what you gotta do, slow to react, put the bulletproof vest on. So now I'm gonna give you an example. You goddamn it know a motherfucker, he getting ready for work. And here, I just pop out the blue like a little fucking genie and shit, like, bing, here go a motherfucking magic ball. So I hand you the magic ball, and I said, look at this, on your way to work, look what's going on. And then the other nigga, you look at the magic ball, and the nigga that you hate at work is saying, man, I can't wait to start my day. Joe, I can't wait to, as soon as I get there, I'm gonna drink my coffee and piss this nigga off. Boy, I get a kick out of pissing this nigga off. So you looking at him like, God damn. So when you go to work, and you see this nigga, and he see you, and he's smiling because he know what he on, and now you know what he on, would you let the motherfucker piss you off? How you gonna let a motherfucker piss you off that you know getting a kick out of pissing you off? So think of all the shit like that. Damn. So now you say, what the fuck is you talking about? Well, what I'm talking about is all your enemies is one entity. All your enemies is one entity. Like Hazazel, he's jumping in and out of each motherfucker fucking with you. Don't never get it twisted. All your enemies is one entity. So now when you think like that, you can better prepare for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You can better prepare. You can laugh. You can talk to the motherfucker. Oh, no. I don't even talk to people. You know, motherfucker try to piss me off and say, oh, man, you picked this goofy motherfucker to jump in. And motherfucker looking like, what the fuck? But it fuck him up. Like, you picked this goofy ass nigga to jump in. You could at least use that motherfucker. But this nigga stupid, brother. You about to jump in somebody else to fuck with me. And you can imagine how the motherfucker be tweaking. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, I'm talking to him and the motherfucking entity behind him. And he kind of feeling that shit, you know, because his heart rate up. But it's really interesting to watch how they tweak. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him an example of how to fight a shadow walker. And this to the brother who talking about, who asked, not talking about brother, I'm sorry, brother, partner body, who asked, Poe, how can I better stay on the GodBody lit? By actually practicing this shit day by day, minute by minute, hour by hour. And first thing to do is practice get your willpower. Get your willpower on. You know, Daniel's son, wax on, wax off. So he said, what the fuck is that for? Wax on, wax off, or willpower. It's so you can have mind discipline. You got to build a mind discipline. So you just get out and do 100 push-ups, you know, keep doing it, even though you don't want to do it, keep doing it. And then a lot of shit you're going to notice is that you're going to feel that energy of not wanting to do shit or laziness or ill will or no will come upon you, then you're going to be able to recognize it. You know what I'm saying? So you keep doing what your fucking mind tell you to do, not what your body tell you to do. So I'm going to do 100 push-ups. Now what? You know, go fucking cut the grass, go cut the grass. You know what I'm saying? So now you're able to, when a motherfucker try to piss you off, this is a joke. You know, it's like, okay, so now he's trying to piss me off. But what fucks you up is you think it's this person that's really trying to piss you off, not the entity behind it. Once you look at it as an entity behind it and this motherfucker jumping in and out of each body, how can you get mad at the motherfucking host? How? Why? It's nothing there. How would you get mad? So you talk to the motherfucking demon behind it, or don't talk to it at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you better deal with that shit, with your anger. Your anger, you know, you say you got a little anger issue there. Remember what I told you, once you in anger mode, you got to go into the lower self mode. Once you're in the lower self mode, which is called a reptilian mode. Once you're in the reptilian mode, you're in the animalistic nature. Once you're in the animalistic nature, you're not thinking. So picture a squirrel running on the ground. That's you. That's the animalistic nature. And all I have to do as a shadow walker is put a leash around that squirrel neck. And now I can control that which is wild, which is you pissed off. All I got to do is just to lead you in the fucking direction. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, try that sometimes. Just try to not to get mad when life give you a reason to get mad. And what I say by that, I'm gonna give you an example of what knowledge is for. It ain't that sugar daddy, praise Jesus. Oh, Mary had a little lamb shit. This is survival. They just gave it the name spirituality, but really, motherfucker, in this time, it's called survival. Okay, let me get it now. Now I'm in another state. You know what I'm saying? Shadow walker come through. You know, little nigga come in. You know, this when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? I was halfway woke and halfway asleep. But just put it like this, I haven't really woke up yet because I had the GodBody essence, but I didn't have the knowledge to fill the void. So everything was just speculation, like, damn, it seemed like this, it seemed like that, and I just held on to it. So this is me, like you probably is now, trying to control my anger, and at the same time knowing there's something bigger than the shit I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. Maybe I was born like this, like I tell motherfuckers, I'm from heaven coming down to earth trying to figure this shit out. I'm not from earth trying to get to heaven. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was fucking born, trying to figure some shit out that the next little motherfucker ain't even thinking about. Poor me. But anyway, so this is where the knowledge come in, and how it got something to do with, you know, if anybody asks, I think somebody asked what it got to do with life and, you know, period, anything. Okay, this is where the knowledge come in. The nigga come in, he went on dope spot, I'm selling and shit. He come out of nowhere like, this my shit. I didn't know it was his shit. So he said, okay, since I ain't gonna fight you, it's me and my cousin, there's three of us. Say, I ain't gonna fight you, I'm gonna go get like 10 niggas that's gonna fight you. Okay, cool. So he leave. I'm thinking he bullshitting. He come back with 10 motherfuckers. Oh my motherfucking God, it's finna go down. Right. So now we sitting in this little ass crackhead house. And these niggas piling in. I'm standing there, my cousin standing behind me. And the biggest motherfucker say, who the one was talking that shit? Now, this is because I'll study some knowledge. This is because just my inkling in the mind one day, I read 2-3 books on accident. You know what I'm saying? And I seen in there where it say, when life other than met you next to, that when life give you or calls for you to act a certain way, act the total opposite. You see what I'm saying? So I just remember that. That's all I remember that day into reading. But this is where the knowledge is blending in. Equal Goon meets God. This is where Goon meets God. So I'm sitting, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck I'm finna do? So dude like, Joe, you the one talking that shit? And first, if the instant and the motherfucker blinking the eye, the first thing in my mind told me, Joe, if you get scared, you're gonna die. Just do the knowledge. If I ain't had no knowledge, I'd have been scared, all that shit screaming and shit, they would have killed me. There's 10 niggas now. We in a crackhead house, there's 3 of us. The little ass circumference of a square room. And so first thing my mind says, I like you ain't scared. So I'm like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? So as soon as he said that goof ass shit, like, nigga, you the one talking that shit, I said, hell yeah, and I kicked his ass and stole on him and said, I love doing this is how I get down, whoa, come on, I'm man, and I'm swinging and hitting and swinging and all that shit, talking mad shit, talking about I tap dance around niggas, you know, it's 10 niggas in here. Next thing you know, a nigga start screaming. It's my cousin, got another nigga in the headlock on the couch, he couldn't even breathe, so he was screaming like a little bitch. Everybody started fighting, looking around, and I'm trying to figure out, and my other cousin had a nigga in the headlock, and you know, and I'm jibbing and jabbing, but I'm trying to figure out why ain't none of us fucked up. Think about that shit now. I ain't got a scratch on me. It's 10 niggas in here. I'm talking shit and we fighting. Why ain't neither one's got a scratch on? Matter of fact, why the fucking fight broke up because my cousin choking the nigga. Where's the rest of these 15 niggas? Let me tell you, under the fact of knowledge that I knew to try to alter reality by life causing me to be fearful, and I showed the total opposite of bravery. Just due to that, it altered the matrix, its fucking self. And this is what the white man know about you. This is what everybody know about you. That nigga, you got the power and ability to alter the matrix itself. But who gonna believe this shit? That nigga with that shit talk, who gonna believe? Who gonna actually do the shit? Nobody. So nah, you motherfuckers. You sitting around here with like a Ferrari that don't never come out the garage. Ain't that fucked up? You a motherfucking Lamborghini that ain't never been drove. All due to the fact that I studied one little ass sentence in a goddamn book called The Metal Nectar that said, and the challenge of life is that when it show you some bullshit, act the total opposite. And goddamn it, I got out of that. And my cousin called me one day, he said, Cuzzo, I tell motherfuckers this story, don't nobody believe me. What the fuck, don't nobody believe me? I said, nigga, that's how you know God is real, because in that case, that the more motherfuckers don't believe you, the more iller that shit was. You see what I'm saying? If that's some shit unbelievable, then you know that's God. So that's how you look at it. The more they say, nigga, get the fuck out of here, the more you know, okay, God was right there with me. That's how I tell them to look at it. So that is some unbelievable shit. Matter of fact, so the nigga pull out a Desert Eagle, big ass chrome pistol, break this up. We backing out the motherfucking house. I got to do this shit all over again. So now, goddamn it, I said, here we go. He chasing us with the pistol. I turn around, dip behind the bush, run behind him. Just what happened, the nigga started running with the pistol. Then he started shooting there and he kept going. Long story short, I actually studied the knowledge and I practiced it and the shit worked. Now, all you remember about your anger, man, it's a portal and an open door for the shadow walkers. Like I said, once you're in the reptilian mode, once you're in the animalistic breathing, the body controls the mind. The mind ain't controlling the body no more. And they got scientists, like Minister Farrakhan said, and weapons designed to control the mood swings of the people. So if you are thrust into your lower self, meaning is your body control your mind, you are void of knowledge and have no understanding, then I have a weapon that can control your moves. And due to the fact that I have a weapon that can control your moves, I can control your motherfucking thinking. I hope that answers your question. Anybody got any other questions before I go? So brother, you need the knowledge. They just call it knowledge. It seems like read a book, Rainbow Bright shit, but it's totally far from that. You need knowledge is to fucking survive. And in this time, GodBody and them give you an extra gift. God is give you an extra gift in your soul. You're able to, when you find out who you is, you can actually bend and alter the reality of the matrix. Because this all this fucking is a matrix. You know what I'm saying? But first you gotta realize who you is, and that's why the shadow walkers stay on your ass, because they don't want you to know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So stay on your wadim. You know what I'm saying? Try practicing it and try not to get angry. Like I said, by you being angry, you like a blunt laying on a window ledge that's just waiting for some motherfucker to come smoke. You see what I'm saying? That's it. You fucked up. You fucked in the game, especially if you got a little lick in your system. Oh man, that's the triggering effect. That really puts you in the lower self. So now you like a puppet for the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta be careful with that liquor. That's why they put spirits on there. 70 spirits, 80 spirits, 100 spirits. The higher you got in spirits, the more the shadow walker stalk your ass when you drinking. You know what I'm saying? You don't even fucking know this. And AKA Shadow Walker, Azazel, AKA Mr. Smith, AKA negative energies, and as we know today, they call him the devil. But since we don't see a motherfucker with red horns, we think he ain't around. Scratch that shit. Just think of it as a negative energy entity. There we go. There's some shit you don't see, you feel. And I had posted, in the intergalactic talk about how you notice when a shadow walker, around you, or how do you know a shadow walker? Well, the body has a protective mechanism in it. And you know what I'm saying? Whether you conscious or unconscious, the body can feel danger. And due to feeling danger or due to it need to be on aware and alert, you would have an anxiety attack, as they told you what it was. But really, it's the body raising a red flag. Something is wrong here. Somebody ain't right here. And that's the anxiety you be feeling. That's the uneasiness you be feeling. That's the kind of fear you be feeling. And what that is a motherfucking shadow walker is some fucking way around. And due to the fact they call it anxiety because your body is responding, but the eyes can't see it. So they call it anxiety. I call it a motherfucking shadow walker button, mechanism, or shadow walker warner, you know what I'm saying? So try to peep that. When you get a lot of anxiety and be feeling edgy, kind of understand who the fuck you around. You know what I'm saying? And peep their mental state, because I'm going to tell you, weak-minded motherfuckers are the shadow walkers feed off them. People who are fearful, the shadow walkers feed off them. People who are like victims, the shadow walkers feed like them. And I ain't talking about victim as in something happened. I'm talking about victim-minded motherfuckers that's going to let people walk on them. You know what I'm saying? The shadow walkers feed off them. They like weak-minded people. So when you get anxiety and you're around a person you're feeling uneasy, trust me, that motherfucker is somewhere. It ain't going to say necessarily it's that person, but he's somewhere. So what you do is just shake the shit off. Once you understand what it is, once you can give it a name, you can fight it. It's easy to fight. It's really you aware. So now what it's going to do is jump in other people to try to fuck with you. And that's when the games begin. And they're going to fuck with your loved ones or this one and that one. But, that's when the games begin. And you got to be ready to cut any motherfucker off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't nothing to cut that bitch off for real. Because they'll use the motherfucker right next to you that you think your blood, woo, 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 and have your ass shook the fuck up. Trust me. Trust me. So, like I said, brother, once again, fucked up pipe is simple. You say some shit to a motherfucker, and they come up with a fucked up ass conclusion behind it. That means the piping system has went the wrong way. That means it's not going right. So the house is wired wrong. You're shitting in the toilet and it's coming out in the sink. That's the fucked up pipes. When you look at that motherfucker like, how the fuck you get this from that? And like I said, brother, how you stay in the God body, until the God body lit, first of all, study, read it. Study, just get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and try to do it before you go to bed. Notice that when you do anything before you go to bed, as far as reading the information, what you're doing is download. Because once you read it and you go straight to sleep, you're going to wake up and know every fucking thing. And those of you who go to school and try to take tests, do all that shit, just read it before you go to bed. It's going to download into your subconscious. Once you download into your subconscious, you wake up, you're going to know all that shit. So, brother, do that. And then that's what's going to help you is to have mind over matter. And the way to practice mind over matter is you don't want to do 100 push-ups, but fucking do it. And I can't explain what it's going to do to you. You got to feel it. You got to feel it. You're going to feel like Superman. You're going to feel like you're going to be ready for the next challenge. The next whatever to come to you. You know what I'm saying? So now, when a motherfucker try to piss you off, you got an opportunity to think, okay, now do I get mad? Once you let a motherfucker make you mad, that means that person has control over you because they can control your mood swings. And think about that. Just think about that for a second. If I have the ability to piss you off, meaning is I can change your mode. You didn't wake up saying I'm finna get mad, right? No, you woke up chilling. And the motherfucker come along, say something, do something, now you angry. That means that motherfucker control you. So you can never say I'm gonna have a beautiful day because you know why? It's too easy for a motherfucker to make you mad. So who's controlling you? You or them? Think about that. You know what I'm talking about? So like I said, mind over matter, brother. You ain't got no choice when it comes to knowledge. If you're going to survive, if you're going to really like just get by or whatever you plan on doing, you're going to need some type of knowledge. So it's not really like something we should be choosing to do. It's a necessity. And when I say knowledge, I ain't talking about read all the damn books and know all the answers to the questions, but I'm talking about actually getting to know yourself and who you is in this world. You know what I'm saying? Know yourself, know your capabilities, and know that if you can make a door close with your mind, how would you feel the next day? You paying a ComEd bill, would that really fucking matter? If you just made a motherfucking door close with your mind, know yourself, you know what I'm talking about? And once again, stay away from the motherfucking shadow walkers. Pay attention to the nigga next to you, because you never know what that nigga karma got going. So, that mean karma ain't looking. Karma don't say I got this nigga in the car with him, so we can't do nothing. Karma see that nigga, they going red dead at that motherfucker throat. And if you happen to be there, then boom, you there. You see what I'm saying? So pay attention to the nigga next to you. We got that in the Hood X Lake Godspeed Science, the karma of the nigga next to you. And when we talk about that is that basically you can be hanging with a motherfucker and you don't really know what this nigga just did or what type of energy he bringing with him or how bogus he is, and you don't know when his karma coming back to him, and you just so happen to be there with him. So you gonna catch it too. And like they say, if you hang around 5 broke niggas, trust me, you gonna be the goddamn 6 broke nigga. That's what we meant. Pay attention to the niggas karma next to you. So it was a pleasure talking to y'all. I'm gonna kind of see if I got any more questions. Anybody got anything they want to ask me? I hope I answered some of y'all questions briefly, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of shit I got to do. But cause the Hebrew Israelites today is just a name to me. It's just a word. It's just another religion. You know what I'm saying? But these kind of like niggas, like thugs. You know, they'll whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really on no sheep shit. And brother, I already explained to you, you know, the fucked up pipes. And to my other man joke, if you gotta calm down, you gotta relax, cause now you just an open portal for bullshit, and you're gonna always find yourself paying. Anger costs money. Trust me, it do. It really do. When you step back and observe, then that's when you're going to see the games that's being played on you. All you got to do is stop getting mad 3 times, then that's when you're going to notice. You're going to say, damn, how is that? Because if I got mad here, then I wouldn't have had this over here. You see what I'm saying? You're going to actually see that. You're going to realize they call it missing out on your blessings. I call it going down the wrong path. You know what I'm saying? So you just breathe. Count to 10, breathe. In, count to 10, out. In, count to 10. That's all you got to do. Slow the heart rate. Once you slow the heart rate, it's hard to get mad. Now your mind is taking over body again. Just like that, it's simple. And then practice mind over matter. Do 100 push-ups even though you don't want to do the shit. I get up 6 o'clock in the morning and run my motherfucking ass off. Even though I don't want to do the shit, but what I notice is the day go by super fast. You know what I'm saying? Super motherfucking fast. So once you practice mind over matter, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel self-love. You're going to feel like, you know, a nigga wish you would. And in that, you're going to find God. And in finding God, you're going to kind of notice that fear is going to try to creep in. It's like a roller coaster. You know, motherfucker, something going to come in and try to make you fearful. Like, how can this be? You know, how can I not have a problem? How can everything work out for me? What the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? But just know if you believe in yourself, that shit leave too. And then now you in the form. Now you won. You won. It's like a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Picture yourself in a movie. You got to think, do the actor actually cry for real? You see what I'm saying? And that's you. You know what I'm saying? You're acting in your movie. So when some bullshit happened, dude, Denzel really look like he worried. You know what I'm saying? They be kind of looking like, yeah, you know, this and that. You know what I'm saying? This and that. And it should be cool. You be like, well, you know, Tommy, I'm going to get through it. Nigga, you know, they about to give you 100 years, but you know, I'm going to get through it, though. You know who I am? The reason that motherfucker able to act like that is because he acting. But trust me, if he was in that situation for real, he wouldn't sound like that. So that's what you got to be, though. Be the actor in your own motherfucking movie. Well, let me see. Pick and choose your moves. Don't let nobody else pick and choose for you. Pick and choose your words, pick and choose your moves, pick and choose your attitudes. You know what I'm saying? You get around the white people, okay, let me see, how can I do this? Let's do the hunky-dory today. No, not the hunky-dory, let's do the Snoop Dogg, like the cool black nigga. All right, what up, Joe? Y'all so, I'm for shizzle my nizzle. What's up, Joe? You know what I'm saying? What you think about the Beatles? Yeah, you know, shit like that. You know, just, it's all fucking acting, man. And like my man Moon say, actors rule the world. You know what I'm saying? And women are good at acting. Y'all just not getting no Academy Award. Y'all very good actors, trust me. A woman can just get on that motherfucking act. They don't really need to be on classes and shit. Because you know why? They acting to your ass already. You know what I'm saying? Acting like they like it. Yeah, I'm just bullshitting, but all them do. Anybody got any questions? He said, let me see. Okay, she said, my queen want to know, can you explain the shadow walkers again? Okay, brother, can you tap me if you still there? Let me know you still want to know this. Or have you been gone? Because I know I've been running my mouth. Let me know, Marcus. Let me know. You still want to know the answer to that? She's still looking at it. I'll explain the shadow walkers to her again. I'm sure somebody else probably got the same question. But basically, Queen, the shadow walkers, I gave it that name. You know what I'm saying? You can call it what you want, but we can all relate to some shadow, something you see on the corner of your eye, or sometimes you see the shit moving and you don't know what the fuck it is. So I call it shadow walker. The reason I gave it that name because it had no name. You know, when you're going through life and you kind of see the synchronicity of bullshit that's happened to you, you know, like when you just do this and you just do that and then this happened and that happened, you can kind of see it. You see something, it ain't just so happen. It seems like something is fucking with you, which it is, but you don't have no name for it. So the reason we call it shadow walkers, it's a name for an entity that exists, but the white men have not gave it a word, a definition. So due to the fact that he haven't gave it a word or definition, we can't fight it as black people because it's not his enemy. Goddamn it, the white man is his puppet. We are the enemy. You see what I'm saying? So I call it shadow walker. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving it a reference, a point of reference. So when you see some fucked up shit like you finna cash a check, but first the line long as hell. So now you all day. They closing in the motherfucking minute. You got somewhere to be in 10 minutes, but the line long as hell. So when you get there, the machine go down. That's when they say, oh, the system's down. You like, okay, shit, I got to pay this bill before an hour or 30 minutes, and they tell you that system's going to be down for 45 minutes. So now you got to get on the phone and call these people while the system's down. Then when the system come back up, they give you a check, and just so happen they misspell your last number on your name or some shit on there, you can't cash it. And now you got to walk back out that motherfucker, and then you get the bill. They cut your phone off shit while you trying to take care of all your bills, and now you ain't got your phone on. As soon as you get to the motherfucker, you get in your car and you drive off, somebody hits your shit. But just so happened, the day before, your insurance expired. So you had all her insurance all this time. As soon as your motherfucking expired, which you probably didn't know, somebody hit your shit. Now, when you go home at night, you gotta ask yourself, wait a minute, how the fuck, wait a minute. This ain't just so happened. This ain't just, oh shit, oh poor me, bad luck. Hell no, something is fucking with me. But you don't know what that something is. And every time you talk to somebody that sleep about it, they just say, oh girl, yeah, we go through stuff and life is, you gotta pray. You gotta really pray to God. No, they don't know what the depths of the shit you seeing on a regular basis. So what you doing, you witnessing the effects of it, but you have no word for it. And due to you having no word for it, you can't box it. You can't call nobody and say, let's go get down on little, the nigga like, who? You like, who? Who? This how it is when you try to describe this shit to people. They're like, who nigga? Who we gonna go ride down on? You can't say shit. So fuck it, give him a name, Shadow Walker. That nigga know. Oh, them niggas. Okay, well now we at them. Now we can proceed forth. That's what a Shadow Walker is. It's a negative entity. A lower self entity. It has been around for years. It's a dark entity. It uses the physical body of the person. And how it do it is it computes your thinking, your blood type, and really who the fuck you are. And if it know you a high-headed person or a person that loves to get mad, then it loves you. Because when I was watching you and it's seeing how it can do this little thing right here, a tap with that person and make that person do this, and now it's watching your heart rate, and your heart rate going out throughout the day. So now it's on you. Now it's walking with you like, now I almost got him. Now I almost got you. Now your heart rate go up. And once you in animal mode, once you snapping, once you start motherfucker woo, now it jumps in you. And that's what they call blank out, where you say, nigga, I blacked out. It ain't that you blacked out like you did it. The motherfucking Shadow Walker jumped in. And then that's when that motherfucker take full control of your body. Because when you calm the fuck down, you ask yourself, what the fuck was I thinking? And you should never be in a predicament where you ask yourself, what the fuck was I thinking? That means you weren't in control of your mind at that time, if you don't know why you did some shit. So the entity is what they call in the Bible the devil. And that's all they give you, the devil. But subconsciously, we don't see no red motherfucker with horns walking around. We really don't think he don't exist. But if he tell you how it really is, it's a negative entity dynamic. So go watch Fallen with Denzel. And he called it Zazel. Go watch that, and that will explain the Shadow Walkers to you. You can see it visually. And basically what's happening is it's this demon that's out the Bible called Azazel, and he's a fallen angel. And he got pissed at man, so he knew, how to jump in and out of motherfucking niggas. So what he did was through touch, he jumped in and out of niggas. And if the person died and he had nobody to jump in, then he would die. So one time he was about to die, he jumped in a cat. You know what I'm saying? But basically, it was the same entity. So it's fucking with Denzel. And it's fucking with Denzel because he couldn't get into Denzel, meaning he had a pure heart, he was GodBody. But so now he used other people to fuck with Denzel to the point where on the surface, me and you looking at it, Denzel chasing a little white boy down the street. How crazy do that look? On the surface, but little do we know, Denzel just walked in the house and this nigga just shot his son up with some dope. So when you explain this, like, why are you chasing him, Denzel? Because this motherfucker just stole on my son and shot him up with dope. And like, get the fuck out of here. And he like, but shit, he did. And the little boy crying because he like, I don't know what the fuck going on, because the spirit jumped out of him. He jumped in the motherfucker actually asking the questions, and Denzel see this shit. Now this is you trying to explain this to a motherfucker. How you gonna explain this shit? You can't. That's what the fuck fucking with black people today. Period. Y'all all know that y'all life seem like it's synchronized, fucked up. Like synchronicity of bullshit. We all know that. Now what the fuck is that? The white man don't really go through that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this motherfucker crashed his total his brand new car, still went out of town and told him while he was out of town, hey man, we got you a new car ready, your insurance, everything is paid, you're gonna pick it up. Matter of fact, we got you a better 2-year model than you had before. Oh, thank you. When I get in, I'll pick it up. Let that been a nigga. First of all, your car total, it don't worth shit. We ain't paying for shit. You fucked up. You got to pay this car note even though you don't got the motherfucking car and you got insurance. Now, how the fuck, matter of fact, you got to be here too in person. See what I'm saying? That's how they're going to tell you. So you got to come off your trip and come in person and get this deal when this nigga just did this on the phone. If you notice, the white man ain't breathing as hard as the nigga. The white man got the dope boy breath breathing. He got the pack, he got the bricks. He ain't breathing as hard because he just sitting up eating his shit and he got money. So he like, but the pack worker, that nigga, that's us, he breathing. He on the corner looking around and shit. That's how they got niggas living the day-to-day life. You know what I'm saying? Animal mode, survival, looking out for the stick-up man, the police, and niggas he into it with, you know, shit like that. So the shadow walkers are really a negative entity or energy that use different people to jump in and out of to create different effects. That's it. That's all he is. And I'm going to give you an example of a shadow walker. It was this guy. I always use this because this is the most beautiful one. It's just so funny to me. But it was a little African guy. And he said his destination was to go to this hotel and kick it. So he walked out the house. He walking out the house, walking down the street. A clucker. When I tell you about shadow walkers, cluckers, they easy. When you see a clucker, that's a shadow walker that done took over a motherfucker body. That's what a fucking clucker is. So the clucker come out of nowhere. Hey man, I got 2 brand new nights. You want to buy them? Fooley like, no, I'm cool. I'm cool. So he walk off, the hype run behind him. Hey man, Joe, man, you ain't gonna buy the knife, Joe? I give it to you for a little nothing. You load like a couple of dollars. He's like, no, I don't need no knife right now. I'm cool. He's like, fuck it, you can have it for free. And gave the motherfucker the knife. Red flag, anxiety attack, something's going on. First of all, how you gonna try to sell me some shit? And then when I say I don't want this shit, why would you just give me this shit? Think about it. That's the shadow walker. And in the hood, and in the places where people are asleep, man, from the stories I hear, I can hear that the shadow walkers show their face. They don't even give a fuck because they know y'all asleep. They obvious as hell to a GodBody. I mean, that shit be crazy. Like, man. So let me finish the story. So now the nigga got the knife in his pocket. He almost at his destination. He get up into the hotel. He go in the hotel. It's a nigga sitting on the bed. Somebody in the bathroom. The nigga throw him an iPhone. He grabbed the iPhone. Oh shit. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, oh nigga, go ahead, it's yours. But it's cracked. He's like, man, I don't want this. He's like, no, keep the phone, Joe. Shit, I'm gonna got me another one. So the nigga like, all right, he holding the phone like, but the girl come outside out the bathroom. She's like, Joe, what you doing on the phone? He like, huh? Like, what you doing on the phone? She's like, he gave me this phone. He gave it to her. She like, oh nigga, you cracked my phone. So now they going at it. Think about that shit. Think about that shit. Now remember the fact that I talked about the shadow walkers because he put the motherfucking knife in the nigga back pocket because he already knew he had the other nigga at the hotel, the little bogus ass nigga that broke the girl phone. So now that he did that, he know this nigga on this way with the knife in his back pocket. He said, I guarantee you, he talking to the other shadow walker, that before the end of the night, this nigga gonna be locked up for a murder charge. What he gonna do? Stab a nigga in his motherfucking neck. How you get the knife? I gave it to him down the street before he walked out the house. Who body you use? Pee-wees. There you go. So now this is a true story though. I'm giving it to you how we supposed to be thinking as Africans, how we supposed to visualize with the supreme imagination. That which we think is of imaginative is actually the real motherfucking world. And this bland ass world we looking at is actually the fucking illusion. Trust me. So he tussling with dude. Dude grab him. Dude swing around. He grab his back pocket. Dude, goddamn it, remember he got the knife. So he tried to grab the knife thinking the nigga grab his back pocket, but the nigga was just trying to slam him. So he grabbed the motherfucking knife. Joe grabbed it out of his pocket. Dude smacked his motherfucking hand. He tried to swing on him and stuck the nigga in his side. Nigga leaking. All over the hotel floor, the girl screaming over the phone. Shadow walker sitting there smoking weed like this, smoking pain, clapping. Good one, nigga. I like that. I like that. And now I got one better for you tomorrow. I got this bitch called Tatiana I'm finna work on. Oh yeah. And that's how they do. That's what happened. So now you look on the outside looking in like, what the fuck? How'd that happen? How'd that happen? What happened? You know, he was at the hotel and the dude got into it with him about an iPhone and they stabbed him over iPhone. And that's how simple it looked to the public. That's how simple. You don't know what the fuck the mechanics and makes and oh yeah, so a nigga stabbed, a little young boy stabbed another motherfucker over an iPhone at a hotel. That's how it look, and then the motherfucker ain't nobody know what the fuck going on. But in reality, the nigga sitting there, only the nigga know like, damn. Only a glimpse in his mind gonna tell him, how the fuck did I get that knife? Oh, that nigga sold it to me. But he never gonna think about the fucking simple fact that I told him, man, I ain't want the knife, and he gonna give it to me anyway. So that's what I call, now I just gave an example of a shadow walker. So you gotta be really careful who you hang with and what you hang with. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta be really careful. If you know a weak-minded motherfucker, kind of stay away from them because they gonna grow through them to fuck you up. And never let a weak-minded motherfucker drive your car. Or that's what they call drinking and driving. You know what I'm saying? Same type of shit. This motherfucker like this, the shadow walkers are all in their ass. But you gotta watch who you hang with and pay attention to the shit that's happening around you. Don't just assume everything is just so happy. Just don't think about like, look at everybody, all enemies is one motherfucker. And you'll understand that way. So trust me, you're gonna have 5, 6 niggas piss you off, but once you realize that's one motherfucker, you're gonna see the dynamic in which he lied. Just like that. Only thing you gotta do now is believe the shadow walkers is real and then there you go, you'll be able to box them a little bit more better. That's the trick. Believe that the shit is real, and you'll be able to box it. Because you can't fight nothing you can't speak of, can't see, or don't believe. And a lot of times niggas don't believe the devil is real because we don't see no motherfucker with no red horns. Did I answer your question, B? Anybody got any questions? But real talk, watch out for the shadow walkers. I got a video on that, I'll let y'all hear, but you know, they got a world they in, and their world is blending in, you know what I'm saying? Their world is like a fucked up place, you know what I'm saying? And these the goons, you know, straight goblins and shit. And they're blending in with our world, which is the west side. You can kind of see the fog in the air. If you ever come from out of town and you come to Chicago, you're going to see a black-ass fog in the air. And you're going to be like, damn, but then it's going to fade in like 10 minutes. That's when you get to see what the fuck going on, Joe. Our world is blending in with their world. Shit is all fucked up. Shit is all mismatched. Shit is all wrong. Shit is all bogus. Shit is all different. And what they do is they get trophies. That's why they fight to fuck the God bodies up, because when they fuck up a spiritual or supreme-minded motherfucker, if they can, they get a trophy for that shit. They got a thriving economy off fucking God bodies up. So that's why you so valuable. But the problem is it take a lot of energy to fuck with you. So they got it's like a gamble. If I'm gonna put this energy into this, I gotta hit. You know what I'm saying? They can die from shit like that, fucking with a God body, expending too much energy but not getting no results. That's why they gotta be very careful with how they fuck with you. And trust me, once they own you, they own you. You know what I'm saying? You slide them up off you, goddammit, they run out of energy, they die. And that's the price they pay for fucking with God's people. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta know. You know, you gotta know when you're being set up. They can set your ass up for Monday. They can set you up on Monday for Friday. Think about it. You don't even know this shit happening, but that's how they do motherfuckers. They started off Monday, he don't even know where he being leaded to. And then Friday, he see the end result. And you say, why us? Because I told you, we got the power. We the real motherfuckers around here. We can get it done. It's like I said, it's like, look, watching a Ferrari sitting in your motherfucking garage. And I ain't tripping on whatever religion you read to get to it, but you got to keep it motherfucking 100. You got to ask yourself, so we talk about Jesus. Was Jesus black or white? See, you don't want to say shit. You want to say, what the fuck? Okay. Was he black or white? Did he have a flat screen TV? There's all type of shit coming through the TV. You know what I'm saying? Did he have pistols back then? Did he have crack cocaine? So that happened how many, 8,000 years, maybe 80,000 years ago, 8,000 years ago? Okay, so we're supposed to be like Jesus. How the fuck am I going to do that? Tell me I'm going to do that. I got a motherfucking BET on my motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Ass, titties shaking, everything, motherfuckers flashing, money everywhere, and I'm hungry. Did he have these problems is all I'm asking. So we got to keep it real. It's time to recreate, rethink, recreate your own mind, body, and soul. Did you know you can die and come back in the same body? All you are is a memory. You know, all you got to do is delete that shit, delete most of your bullshit ass memories and recreate and come back in a new body. So when you see the motherfucker that don't like you, it look crazy because you don't really even know this motherfucker. You don't even feel that same shit. So now they looking at you crazy, talking shit, and you smiling. That really fucks people up. You see what I'm saying? But in order you have to do shit like that if you want to die, or you can wait for the death of the body and then come back and then try to do this shit all over. I choose to die and come back in the same body. So my enemies ain't even my enemies no more that was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga gone. And all it is a memory, because the only thing the memory is, an enemy is a fucked up memory. You know what I'm saying? So when you lose a fucked up memory, you lose the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Unless you in self-defense mode. But that's the power it take to do. You know what I'm saying? Die and come back in the same body. You know what I'm saying? You arguing and fighting and fussing and shit, you know, all that. You know that don't sound right. You know that ain't you. Kill that motherfucker and come back as a peaceful brother. You know what I'm saying? Your natural reactions are all based off your memories. So, if I can make all your memories fucked up, who you think you're going to be in the present time? A fucked up motherfucker. Because you're basing yourself off of your present actions off all your past memories. That's why I say, fuck it, create your own motherfucking memories. Erase them motherfuckers and create your own memories and watch how your outer dynamic change. It'll change like a chameleon. Your face will glow, your skin will get clear, your whole body. And man, come on, my daughter, she used to be around her mom, right? She used to be around her mom. And she was catching anxiety attacks. So that let me know the shadow walker was somewhere. You know, we ain't gonna say no fucking names, but she was eating. And she was eating because she wanted to be comfort. You know, the anxiety attacks caused her to eat, meaning her body was alerting her, a danger. And you know, her mama was giving her the motherfucking flux. We're gonna put it like that. So she'll eat for comfort. And she kind of got, you know, a little heavy. And then so I brought her with me. You know, she got into it with her mom. You know, that chapter. You know, and the daughter said, I ain't going no more, mama. You on bullshit. You know, they got into it. Showed her mama her strength. Her mama like, whoa, get your ass out. You know, and she like 13. So She come with me. Finally, I get what I want. And she chilling. I knew my energy. I said, I got to heal her. I'm going to heal her. I knew my energy. I knew I had to put her on the Wadeen, put her one. But I didn't just get it, you know, when she came, I didn't just bash it on her. It was a process. It was a day-to-day thing. It was a study watching her moves and her habits. And just knowing by her being around me, she going to pick up on my habits and my moves. So I didn't have no mood swings. I wasn't moody, you know what I'm saying? I was always happy because I didn't know that'll balance her back out. If I'm suddenly nervous and fluctuating, drinking and pissed off and shit, it makes the anxiety come back. So now I'm always peaceful though. So now she's balanced out, now she's peaceful. She get her peace back. She slow down on the snacks, you know what I'm saying? I tell her, well, how about you try to do a little diet, you know what I'm saying? And she said, okay. She thought about it. But then I noticed about how my eating habits is I eat 1 time a day. So by me eating 1 time a day, everybody around me gonna come accustomed to that thing. So basically that seeped into her. She started eating 1 time a day. I didn't even notice that she was eating 1 time a day, but I said that the schedule was we ate in the middle of the day, like 9 o'clock, and then by that time you got itis and it's time to go to sleep, so you ain't got time to keep eating. And once you're gonna notice in that fasting power, or in that power to fast, because that's what you're doing, fasting, when you don't eat like that, the food is good as hell when you eat it, and you're gonna get full quick as hell. Now, in that ability to fast, you're gonna feel the body is light. So wherever you at, like say you at work and you working, when you eat, you put yourself in that place. So now time slows down because you become a part of that brick. You know what I'm saying? But when you're not eating, when you're not taking in nothing from that place, no emotions, no nothing, you're just doing your thing, you're not there. So the body is light as a feather and you never get tired. When you eat somewhere, you actually put yourself into that place. You see what I'm saying? So by eating 1 time a day, the body spends 75% of its energy digesting food. So if you're eating 4 times a day, do the fucking math. 75% of this energy digesting food and you're eating 4 times a day and how long it takes to actually process this shit. You ain't even fucking woke. You walking around sleep. Now, by eating 1 time a day, the body got that 75% of its energy to process that information to your brain and all throughout your body. So the first thing to do is work on the immediate problems. That's all you're fighting for from sickness, disease, and all that shit is energy. And where you choose to put your currency, which is paper, where you choose to spend your money. If you jag your money, you're going to be broke. If you eat yourself, eat all this bullshit every 5 times a day, you jag, you're going to be fucked up. So now, you say, dude, I got 75% more energy right now. I haven't ate yet. The day just started. So what the body going to do is start healing all the immediate places. And it take time. It's going to start healing that shit. Once it heal that motherfucking shit, it's going to start getting to the lighter places. And all the shit, you know, that used to hurt going to come back. Then once it do that, it's going to go to your brain. It's going to speed up the clicking of your brain. Now you're going to start to think motherfucking faster. Now you're going to be thinking at the speed of light. And food ain't even going to be a motherfucking thought. And that's what happened to my daughter. Food had become an afterthought. And she is slim as, I don't know, I mean, just, and people like, how did you do that? How did you do that? I think she lost 100, almost 80, 90 pounds. You know what I'm saying? And now she don't even think about food. I can't even give her a snack because she said, Daddy, I'm too busy thinking. I don't even think about food no more. That's just to get the nick off. And see how we eat to live, not live to eat, like Elijah say. That's just to get the motherfucking nick off. Once you do that, you're going to see things, everything. You ain't gonna feel that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna drag throughout the day. Like I said, for all y'all that work, before lunch you cool, eat a big ass lunch and go back to work and watch that slow time go by. Think about that mathematics right there. You will see really what you're doing is your body spending 75% of its energy at that particular time trying to digest the food and you trying to work. Fucking yourself up. So, like I say, it was a pleasure talking to y'all. I don't assume anybody got any more questions. But GodBody shit is real. In time, you'll learn. If I was you, I'd get it now. And if you want to change yourself, you know what I'm saying, kill yourself. Goddamn it, erase all of delete the bullshit-ass memories and store yourself with new memories, you know what I'm saying? So that way you'll die and come back in the same body, you know what I'm saying? It's called age regression. Shit, no more questions, and I guess I'm out.